Have you ever watched a bodybuilder flex and wondered how they can make individual muscles dance on command? Or maybe you've struggled in the gym, throwing around heavy weights but never really feeling that deep connection with the muscle you're supposedly training? Today we're diving into something most people completely overlook in their fitness journey, yet it's the secret weapon that separates average lifters from the truly exceptional ones. We're talking about the art of silent strength and mastering complete muscle control. What I'm about to share with you will fundamentally change how you approach every single workout for the rest of your life. This isn't just about getting bigger or stronger, though those will definitely happen as side effects. This is about developing a superpower that most people don't even know exists, and once you unlock it, you'll never train the same way again. Let me start with a story that might sound familiar. 3 months ago, I met Jake at my local gym. This guy was benching 225, squatting 315, and had been lifting consistently for over 2 years. On paper, he was crushing it. But when I asked him to flex his chest without moving his arms, something interesting happened. Nothing. He could move massive weight, but he couldn't isolate and control his pectoral muscles when they weren't under load. Jake had fallen into the same trap that catches 90% of gym goers. He had become a slave to external resistance while completely ignoring internal control. Here's the thing that's going to blow your mind. Your nervous system doesn't actually care about the weight on the bar. What it cares about is the quality of the signal it sends to your muscles. When you develop true muscle control, you're essentially upgrading the software that runs your entire body. You're creating new neural pathways, enhancing proprioception, and building a mind-muscle connection so strong that you'll feel muscles working that you never even knew you had. The science behind this is absolutely fascinating. Every time you consciously contract a muscle, you're strengthening what neuroscientists call the corticospinal pathway. This is the direct line of communication between your brain and your muscles. The stronger this pathway becomes, the more efficiently you can recruit muscle fibers, the better your coordination becomes, and the more you can actually feel what's happening inside your body during movement. Most people think muscle control is just about flexing for photos or showing off at the beach, but here's what they're missing. Muscle control is the foundation of every athletic movement, every compound lift, and every functional pattern your body performs. When you can consciously activate specific muscle groups, you gain the ability to correct imbalances before they become injuries, target weak points with surgical precision, and squeeze more results out of every single rep you perform. Let's talk about what real muscle control actually looks like. It starts with something called muscle isolation. This means being able to contract a specific muscle or muscle group while keeping everything else completely relaxed. Sounds simple, right? Try this right now. Flex just your left pectoral muscle without moving your shoulder, without tensing your arm, and without engaging your right pec. If you can do this smoothly and hold it for 10 seconds, you're already ahead of most people walking around the gym. But muscle control goes way deeper than just isolation. Advanced practitioners can create what I call muscle waves, where they contract and relax different sections of the same muscle group in sequence. They can perform partial contractions at specific ranges of motion, create constant tension without visible movement, and even coordinate multiple muscle groups to work in perfect harmony while others remain completely passive. The practical applications of this skill are absolutely incredible. Imagine being able to pre-activate your glutes before every squat, ensuring they fire properly instead of letting your quads do all the work. Picture yourself performing a bench press where you can consciously engage your lats for stability, your core for rigidity, and your chest for power, all while keeping unnecessary tension out of your shoulders and neck. This is what true muscle mastery looks like in action. Now let me teach you the foundational techniques that will start building these capabilities immediately. The first technique is called conscious contraction mapping. Choose a muscle group, let's say your biceps. Close your eyes and slowly contract that muscle while paying attention to exactly where you feel the tension building. Notice how the sensation changes as you increase the intensity. Feel how the muscle hardens and shortens. This isn't just a physical exercise, it's training your brain to become more aware of what's happening inside your body. The second technique is isolation breathing. As you perform your conscious contractions, coordinate them with your breathing pattern. Inhale as you relax the muscle, exhale as you contract it. This synchronization enhances the neural signal and helps you maintain focus on the specific muscle you're targeting. It also teaches your nervous system to maintain muscle activation while controlling other bodily functions simultaneously. Progressive tension control is your third foundational tool. Instead of just flexing a muscle as hard as possible, learn to contract it at different intensities. Start at 10% maximum contraction, hold it steady for 5 seconds, then increase to 20%, then 30, and so on. This teaches you precision and gives you conscious control over the force production of individual muscles. Here's where it gets really interesting. Once you've mastered basic muscle control, you can start applying it directly to your workouts with incredible results. Let's take the bench press as an example. Before you even touch the bar, Spend 30 seconds pre-contracting your chest muscles. Feel them activate and establish that neural connection. As you perform the movement, maintain conscious awareness of your pecs throughout the entire range of motion. Focus on feeling the stretch at the bottom and the squeeze at the top. This conscious approach transforms every rep from mindless weight moving into deliberate muscle building. Studies have shown that people who focus on the target muscle during resistance training show significantly greater muscle activation and long-term growth compared to those who just focus on moving the weight from point A to point B. The same principle applies to every exercise you perform. During rows, consciously engage your lats and rhomboids while keeping your biceps as passive as possible. During squats, pre-activate your glutes and maintain awareness of them pushing you up from the bottom position. During overhead presses, feel your delts initiating the movement while your core maintains rigid stability. But here's something most people never consider. Muscle control isn't just about what you do during your workout. It's about developing body awareness that carries over into every aspect of your daily life. When you're sitting at your desk, you can consciously activate your deep core muscles to improve your posture. When you're walking upstairs, you can engage your glutes more effectively to protect your knees and lower back. This is where the concept of silent strength really comes into play. You're developing internal power that nobody can see, but that affects everything you do. You're building a foundation of neuromuscular control that will serve you whether you're trying to deadlift your body weight or simply get up from a chair when you're 80 years old. Let me share some advanced techniques that will accelerate your progress. Visualization training is incredibly powerful. Spend time actually visualizing the muscle you want to control. Picture its shape, its fiber direction, its attachment points. The more detailed your mental image, the stronger your neural connection becomes. Some athletes spend as much time visualizing muscle contractions as they do actually performing them. Sensory enhancement is another game changer. Use light touch on the muscle you're trying to activate. This additional sensory input helps your brain locate and connect with that specific area. You can also use techniques like contrast showers or ice application to heighten your awareness of different body regions. Partner feedback can dramatically accelerate your learning curve. Have someone place their hand on the muscle you're trying to control and provide real-time feedback about the quality of your contractions. This external validation helps calibrate your internal awareness and ensures you're actually doing what you think you're doing. The progression path for muscle control follows a predictable pattern. Most people start with large, obvious muscle groups like biceps or chest. From there, you progress to smaller stabilizing muscles like the serratus anterior or the deep hip rotators. The ultimate goal is to develop what I call total body awareness, where you can consciously control any muscle in your body at will. This journey requires patience and consistency. Unlike strength training where you can see progress in the weight you're lifting, muscle control improvements happen internally first. You might spend weeks working on a particular muscle group before you can reliably isolate it on command. But once you achieve that control, it's permanent. Your nervous system remembers these patterns, and they become part of your unconscious competence. The benefits compound over time in ways that will surprise you. Your injury risk drops significantly because you can identify and address muscle imbalances before they become problematic. Your training efficiency skyrockets because every rep becomes more targeted and effective. Your body awareness increases to the point where you can feel when something is off before it becomes a major issue. Recovery also improves dramatically. When you can consciously relax specific muscle groups, you can release tension more effectively and allow better blood flow to those areas. This enhanced recovery means you can train more frequently and with greater intensity while actually reducing your risk of overuse injuries. Here's what I want you to do starting today. Pick one muscle group that you struggle to feel during your workouts. Maybe it's your glutes during squats, or your lats during pull-ups, or your chest during bench press. Spend 5 minutes before every workout practicing conscious control of that muscle group. Use the techniques I've shared, focus on quality over intensity, and be patient with the process. Track your progress not just in terms of isolation ability, but in how much better you can feel that muscle working during your actual exercises. Within 2 weeks, you'll notice a significant difference in your training quality. Within a month, you'll wonder how you ever trained without this awareness. The art of silent strength isn't just about building bigger muscles or lifting heavier weights, though both of those will happen as natural consequences. It's about developing a deeper relationship with your own body, understanding how it works, and gaining conscious control over its functions. This is a skill that will serve you in the gym, in sports, in injury prevention, and in maintaining physical function throughout your entire life. Remember, strength isn't always about what others can see. Sometimes the most powerful transformations happen silently, internally, in ways that only you can feel. Master your muscle control, and you'll discover a level of training precision and body awareness that most people never even know exists. Start today, stay consistent, and prepare to revolutionize your entire approach to fitness and physical development. What if I told you that in just 60 seconds of exercise, your body transforms into a completely different biological machine? Most people think they need to work out for weeks to see any changes, but the truth is your body starts its incredible metamorphosis the moment you take that first step or lift that first weight. Today we're going deep into the fascinating science of what happens inside your body from the very first second you start exercising, and trust me, some of these changes will blow your mind. Picture this scenario. You're sitting on your couch scrolling through social media when you suddenly decide to go for a quick walk around the block. The instant you stand up and take that first step, your body launches into action like a perfectly orchestrated symphony. Your heart immediately begins pumping faster, sending oxygen-rich blood racing through your arteries. Your breathing deepens as your lungs work harder to pull in more oxygen. Even your brain starts releasing chemicals that will make you feel amazing. All of this happens before you've even left your house. But here's where it gets really interesting. Within the first 10 seconds of movement, your muscles start demanding more energy. Your body has 3 different energy systems, and it switches between them like a smart car changing gears. First, it uses the energy that's already stored in your muscles called ATP. This lasts for about 10 to 15 seconds, which is why you can sprint really hard for a short burst. Then your body switches to a different system that can keep you going for about 2 minutes. Finally, if you keep moving, it transitions to burning fat and carbohydrates for long-term energy. Your cardiovascular system is probably having the most dramatic party during those first few minutes. Your heart rate can jump from around 70 beats per minute to over 120 in less than 60 seconds. That's like your heart going from a casual stroll to a full sprint. Your blood vessels start dilating to allow more blood flow to your working muscles. Meanwhile, blood is being redirected away from organs that don't need it right now, like your digestive system, and sent straight to your muscles and brain. Something magical happens in your brain during this time too. Within minutes of starting exercise, your brain begins producing endorphins, which are basically your body's natural happy drugs. These chemicals bind to the same receptors that respond to morphine, but they're completely natural and healthy. This is why people talk about a runner's high. Your brain also starts producing more BDNF, which stands for brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Think of this as fertilizer for your brain cells. It helps create new neural pathways and can actually make you smarter over time. Here's something most people don't know about those first few minutes of exercise. Your body temperature starts rising almost immediately. You might not feel sweaty yet, but your internal temperature is climbing. Your body responds by sending more blood to your skin surface and preparing your sweat glands for action. This is why you might feel flushed or warm even during light exercise. Your body is essentially turning on its internal air conditioning system. Your muscles are going through their own incredible transformation during these early minutes. Blood flow to your working muscles can increase by up to 20 times normal levels. Imagine trying to water your garden with a regular hose versus a fire hose. That's essentially what's happening to the blood supply in your active muscles. This increased blood flow delivers more oxygen and nutrients while also helping remove waste products like lactic acid. Now let's talk about what happens when you've been exercising for about 10 to 15 minutes. This is when your body really hits its stride. Your breathing has found a comfortable rhythm. Your heart rate has stabilized at a higher level. Your muscles have warmed up and are working more efficiently. But here's the cool part. Your body is also releasing hormones that make you feel incredible. One of these hormones is called norepinephrine, which acts like a natural antidepressant. Another is dopamine, which is associated with pleasure and reward. Your body is literally rewarding you for moving by flooding your system with feel-good chemicals. This is why many people say they feel amazing after a workout, even if they felt terrible before starting. Something fascinating happens to your metabolism during this period too. Even though you're burning calories while exercising, your metabolic rate stays elevated for hours after you finish. This is called excess post-exercise oxygen consumption, or EPOC. Basically, your body continues burning calories at a higher rate as it works to restore itself to normal. It's like your metabolism gets stuck in high gear for a while. Your immune system also gets a boost during moderate exercise. White blood cell activity increases, which helps your body fight off infections and diseases. However, this is a delicate balance because too much intense exercise can actually suppress your immune system temporarily. This is why moderate regular exercise is often better than occasional extreme workouts for overall health. Let's dive into what happens during the 20 to 30 minute mark of exercise. By now, your body has fully adapted to the increased demands you're placing on it. Your cardiovascular system is working like a well-oiled machine. Your muscles have developed a steady rhythm. But perhaps most importantly, your mental state has completely shifted. Many people report that around the 20-minute mark is when exercise starts feeling easier and more enjoyable. This isn't just psychological, although mindset certainly plays a role. Your body has genuinely adapted to the workload. Your heart is pumping more efficiently. Your muscles are using oxygen more effectively. Your brain has been flooded with mood-boosting chemicals. This is also when fat burning really kicks into high gear. During the first 15 to 20 minutes of exercise, your body primarily burns carbohydrates for fuel. But as you continue moving, it gradually shifts to burning more fat. This transition varies from person to person and depends on factors like fitness level, intensity of exercise, and what you've eaten recently. But generally speaking, the longer you exercise at a moderate intensity, the more fat your body will burn as fuel. Your bones are also responding to exercise in ways you might not realize. Every time your feet hit the ground during walking or running, you're creating tiny amounts of stress on your bones. Your body responds to this stress by slowly making your bones stronger and denser. This process takes weeks and months to become noticeable, but it starts happening immediately. Weight-bearing exercise is one of the best ways to prevent osteoporosis later in life. Here's something that might surprise you about what happens to your digestive system during exercise. Blood flow to your stomach and intestines decreases significantly as blood is redirected to your working muscles. This is why eating a large meal before exercising can cause discomfort. Your body is essentially saying, we need all available resources focused on movement right now, digestion can wait. Your skin becomes an active participant in exercise too. As your body temperature rises, your sweat glands kick into action. Sweating isn't just about cooling down though, it's also a way for your body to eliminate waste products. Through sweat, you can excrete small amounts of toxins and metabolic waste. Plus, the increased blood flow to your skin during exercise gives you that healthy post-workout glow that people often notice. Now let's talk about what happens when you exercise regularly over days, weeks, and months. The changes become even more remarkable. Your heart literally grows stronger and more efficient. It can pump more blood with each beat, which means it doesn't have to work as hard during daily activities. Your resting heart rate will likely decrease as your cardiovascular fitness improves. Your lung capacity and efficiency improve dramatically with regular exercise. Your breathing muscles get stronger. Your lungs become better at extracting oxygen from the air you breathe. You'll notice you don't get winded as easily during everyday activities like climbing stairs or carrying groceries. Your muscles undergo incredible adaptations with consistent exercise. They don't just get stronger, they also become more efficient at using energy. Your mitochondria, which are often called the powerhouses of your cells, actually multiply. More mitochondria means your muscles can produce energy more efficiently, and you'll have better endurance. Your brain experiences long-term changes too. Regular exercise has been shown to increase the size of the hippocampus, which is crucial for learning and memory. It can improve cognitive function and may even help prevent age-related mental decline. Some studies suggest that regular exercise is as effective as medication for treating mild to moderate depression. Your sleep quality often improves with regular exercise, though the timing matters. Exercise raises your core body temperature and heart rate. As these return to normal after your workout, it can promote sleepiness. However, exercising too close to bedtime can actually interfere with sleep, so timing your workouts appropriately is important. One of the most profound changes happens to your energy levels throughout the day. While exercise temporarily uses up energy, regular physical activity actually increases your overall energy levels. This seems counterintuitive, but it's true. People who exercise regularly report feeling more energetic during daily activities than their sedentary counterparts. Your body's ability to regulate blood sugar also improves with regular exercise. Your muscles become more sensitive to insulin, which means they can take up glucose from your bloodstream more efficiently. This is why exercise is such an important tool for preventing and managing type 2 diabetes. Let's address some common concerns people have about starting an exercise routine. Many worry about soreness or injury. While some muscle soreness is normal when starting a new exercise program, severe pain is not. The key is to start slowly and gradually increase intensity and duration. Your body needs time to adapt to new demands. Another common worry is not seeing immediate results. Remember that many of the most important changes happen internally and aren't immediately visible. Your cardiovascular fitness improves within days. Your mood and energy levels can improve almost immediately. Visible changes like weight loss or muscle gain take longer, but the health benefits start accumulating right away. Some people worry they're too out of shape to start exercising. Here's the truth, your body will adapt to whatever level you start at. If walking to the mailbox is challenging right now, that's your starting point. If you can run a mile, start there. The beautiful thing about human physiology is that it responds positively to whatever challenge you give it. Let me share some practical tips for getting started. First, choose activities you actually enjoy. Exercise doesn't have to mean suffering on a treadmill. Dancing, gardening, playing with kids, walking your dog all count as exercise. The best exercise is the one you'll actually do consistently. Start with just 10 to 15 minutes of activity. Your body will begin adapting immediately, and you can gradually increase duration and intensity over time. Consistency matters more than intensity when you're starting out. It's better to walk for 15 minutes every day than to do an intense workout once a week. Pay attention to how you feel during and after exercise. Notice the energy boost, the improved mood, the better sleep. These positive feelings can be powerful motivators to keep going. Keep a simple log of how you feel before and after exercise to track these improvements. Don't forget about recovery. Your body adapts and grows stronger during rest periods, not just during exercise. Make sure you're getting adequate sleep and allowing recovery time between intense workouts. This is when your body repairs and strengthens itself. Hydration becomes more important when you start exercising regularly. Your body loses water through sweat and increased breathing. Make sure you're drinking enough water before, during, and after exercise. The exact amount varies by person and climate, but paying attention to your thirst and urine color can help guide you. Nutrition plays a supporting role in your body's adaptation to exercise. You don't need special supplements or complicated diet plans, but eating adequate protein helps with muscle recovery and adaptation. Including carbohydrates in your diet provides fuel for your workouts. Focus on whole foods rather than processed options when possible. Here's something encouraging about the timeline of exercise adaptations. You'll likely notice improvements in mood and energy within days of starting regular exercise. Cardiovascular improvements can be measured within weeks. Strength gains become noticeable within a month or two. These timelines can vary, but the point is you don't have to wait months to see benefits. The social and psychological benefits of exercise are just as important as the physical ones. Many people find that regular exercise gives them a sense of accomplishment and improved self-confidence. Group exercise activities can provide social connection. Outdoor exercise offers the additional benefits of fresh air and nature exposure. One thing that's important to understand is that your body's response to exercise is highly individual. Factors like genetics, age, fitness history, and current health status all influence how quickly you'll see changes. Don't compare your progress to others. Focus on how you feel and the improvements you notice in your own body. Exercise can also be a powerful tool for stress management. Physical activity helps reduce levels of stress hormones like cortisol while increasing endorphins. Many people find that exercise provides a healthy outlet for daily stress and anxiety. Even a short walk can help clear your mind and improve your perspective on challenges. As you become more consistent with exercise, you might notice that your appetite and food preferences change. Many people find they naturally crave healthier foods when they're exercising regularly. This isn't just psychological, your body actually begins to prefer foods that support your activity level and recovery. The key message I want you to take away is that your body is incredibly adaptable and responsive. From the very first minute you start moving, positive changes begin happening inside you. You don't need to be perfect or exercise for hours to get benefits. Small, consistent efforts add up to significant improvements over time. Whether you're taking your first step back into fitness or looking to understand your body better, remember that every moment of movement matters. Your heart gets stronger, your mood improves, your brain gets sharper, and your energy increases. These aren't distant goals, they're immediate realities that begin the moment you decide to move. The journey of fitness isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Your body is designed to move and adapt and reward you for taking care of it. Every day you choose to exercise is an investment in your current and future self. The return on that investment begins immediately and compounds over time. So the next time you're debating whether to take that walk, go to the gym, or try a new activity, remember what we've learned today. Your body is ready to reward you for that decision immediately. Those first few minutes might feel challenging, but your body is already beginning its amazing transformation. If this video helped you understand the incredible science happening in your body during exercise, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. Share your own experiences with starting an exercise routine or what changes you've noticed in your body. Your story might inspire someone else to take that important first step. Don't forget to hit the like button if you found this information valuable and subscribe for more content about health and fitness. Until next time, keep moving and keep discovering what your amazing body is capable of achieving.